Welcome to Influence Matters, the show where I talk with experts, entrepreneurs, and professionals who are turning their story into impact and their expertise into influence. I am Clara Rose, and I am your host today. So, today my guest is Holliday, and she is the founder of Holliday Creative Marketing and the creator of Website in a Day with Holly. She helps small business owners stop losing money online by turning confusing, outdated websites into clean, bold, conversion focused sales machines. Sounds like something we all need, right? She's a Parsons
Exactly.
School of Design alum. She is her background is includes Spin Magazine, Calvin Klein, Donna Karan, where she learned how big brands grab attention fast and sell with clarity. In a one-click world where we only get 3 seconds to make sure that your brand is saying the right thing instantly, Holly is known for making marketing simple, strategic, and actually fun. Please help me welcome Holly Holiday. Welcome.
Thank
Welcome
you,
to the
Claire. I'm
show.
so glad. I know. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
It is my pleasure. So, talk to us about what it is that you do. I read your bio, which was really very clear, but what is it that you do in the world?
I help businesses grow. I help them get clear. I love working with people who are juggling so many different things and they can't handle everything. And I'm like, I will help you. And usually all their marketing is very unclear. And I just like to come in and help those businesses be seen, get clarity, which I think everyone needs these days.
Well, for sure, for sure. And unless you're a big brand, which you've obviously worked with
Mhm.
some really big brands and some really big names, and they have like departments, right? Marketing
Yes,
departments. They have people who,
exactly.
ponder these things, right? But if you're a small business or a solopreneur even, and you are it. You are the marketing team,
Exactly.
you are the bathroom cleaner, you're it. You're the whole enchilada, right? You're
Exactly.
doing it all.
Those are those balls.
So,
Those are all those balls we
yeah.
do.
And you can't be an expert at all those things. And most of us in business,
Exactly.
we are not experts at that, right? We're experts in what we do. Like, I'm an expert in helping people create their book for the world, right? My clients, they're experts in whatever it is that they do. Not business owners necessarily who have that whole marketing piece like figured out.
Right.
So that's
Right.
where a company like Holiday Creative Marketing comes in and says, okay, let's look at your hot mess, right? In the
Exactly.
kindest way
Basically.
possible.
Basically, sometimes I'm a therapist, but that's okay.
Right.
They forget why they got in business the first place, because their world is just running so freaking fast. It's like the phone's ringing, they're scrolling, they're looking at their computer, they're, checking email. We're doing so many things today that it's our brains have just gotten so fast, and we just forget how people see marketing and how you really need to get in front of them and be very simple and very clear, because people don't have time really to figure it out. I hate to say that, but I'm like that too. It's like, get on marketing, get on an ad, get on website, and if it doesn't say who they're helping and how it's going to solve my problem. I'm like, okay, I got to go to someone else. I don't get it. So I just love being, getting people's information so that they get business and don't lose
Which
business.
is the point, which is the whole
Exactly.
point, right? And
Exactly.
actually, so this is a conversation that we have. We own three businesses. And so in one of the
Mhm.
business meetings this past whatever day it was, Monday maybe, I don't even know. We were talking about how much business has changed. Now we kind of had to laugh at ourselves because we're in our 60s now, and so
Mhm.
we've become those people who say, "Remember back in the day?"
Yes.
Remember
Yes.
when, right? And we were laughing about, complaining back in the day about how expensive the Yellow Book pages was, right? But you had to
Yes,
be there because
yes.
that's where people went to find you. So you had to have a presence there. And that's gone, right? That's
Yeah,
completely
it's
gone.
totally
So
gone.
how are
And
people
people, like,
finding
had
you?
them
Well,
people had to, like, write letters and type letters and put them in the
yeah,
mail,
yeah,
and, you had 2 or 3 days before your client got that or whoever got it,
right,
and, it was kinda like,
sure.
"La, la, 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 la," which it wasn't, but, these days it's like,
Right,
"Oh my god, oh my
right.
god."
It's
Instant.
all a mad rush. Yeah, a mad
Yes.
rush.
Oh, it's
We're
not
busy
good, it's
doing,
not good.
yeah. I agree. I agree. And we have those moments where we like, gosh, we miss the good old days, right? And then that makes us really feel
Yes.
old. But the
Oh, I know, I
pace
know.
sometimes, right, just makes you feel like,
Right.
okay, how am I going to cram one more thing
I
into my
know.
world, right?
And
Into our business.
these young, people, business owners, students, anyone that's coming that's, below 40, they're used to this. Unfortunately,
Right.
their brain is wired to that scrolling
Hmm.
and, the
Right.
TV that you can watch 4 things on at once. And, it's
Right.
like, it's,
For sure.
it's crazy.
Uh,
TikTok, oh my
yeah.
god, TikTok, it's crazy that
Yeah.
what we've turned into.
It is crazy. And here's the view
Mhm.
of our children and our
I
grandchildren,
know,
right? It's like,
out to restaurants. I go to restaurants
oh
and
yeah.
the 2 people are at a table together and they're both on their
Mhm.
phones. It's like, "Why did you go out
Yes.
to dinner with each other?"
Right. We're just so connected that it's expected. And this happened like a
Exactly.
couple weeks ago. We were headed somewhere and this at the same time, and my son pulls up in the van beside me in the car. I'm driving, right? And he
Right.
pulls up and goes, like with his phone, goes, like he had texted me, and I'm like,
And you're
"Do you
like, "I'm
see
driving."
I'm driving my car?" Right? But he's so connected. You could text him, and he knows he's being texted, and he does the hand-free thing, thankfully, right? But so
Right,
he's
right.
using the voice or whatever to respond to me, but I'm not even looking at my phone, right?
I
Because 'Cause I'm
know.
driving. Right? And that's the difference right there, right? I have to laugh at that difference, but that's the difference. They are so connected, so connected.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes.
those of us who are over 40 who are probably less connected, or at least, you know, bemoaning the fact that we want to be less connected, whatever. Right? We're the ones running the businesses saying, all right, how do we connect with how do we connect
Mhm.
with people now, right? And
Yep,
now
we
AI
have to change.
is a
We have
whole
to
new,
change.
right? Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
talk
AI
talk to us
is
about AI.
amazing.
Is it changing your world with
It's funny
websites?
you bring that up. So, it's changing my world in concepts and content and, um coming up with not writing the content, but, coming up with bullet points and things. And a few weeks ago, I was like, okay, I've been waiting for, a website builder that could just pop something to get just the framework. And so I jumped into this program and I redid 2 sites twice and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like just the most boring. You couldn't change things. You couldn't make it, special. And I was like, I'm out of here. I got my money back. And I'm like, I'm back to, I had to redo the 2 sites I was working on that I'd spent hours trying to figure it out because I was like, AI is going to do
Mm,
it. No. So I think some people like those
mm,
templates and they can deal with it, but
mm,
I don't. I like things that are special and make you look special and
mm.
show off who you are.
And not look like just another template, right? Sometimes you
Exactly.
can
And
just recognize, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what AI is. That's what all these AI
Mhm,
website things are, the templates. And
mhm.
I hope one day it will be easy, but I was hopeful. I was like, "Oh, I can do these even faster," but nope.
right?
It's,
Well, website in a day is pretty darn fast, right?
yes,
I
it
have to
is,
say
it
that's
is.
pretty fast compared to over the years I've built, on WordPress and I built
Mhm.
on Kajabi and some different places. It's never a
Yep,
day, my friend.
right,
It is like a week of pulling your
right,
hair out trying to figure out where to put things and how to put things
right, yep,
and now you can like have AI look at it and go, "Oh, yeah, no, that's not right. Move this here, do that." So we don't know what we're getting ourselves into when we try to involve AI in the whole process, for sure.
right, yeah, yeah.
That's why you hire a professional, right? That's why you
Right.
hire
People
someone,
forget that.
right?
You get what you pay for. Not that I'm expensive, but
Mm,
you go to your high school, cousin, niece,
right,
and
right.
you're
Niece,
you're
probably.
you're wondering. And I love new entrepreneurs and that have been in business and they had to do their website because they didn't have the
Mhm,
money and they threw it
right,
up there, which was good because they had presence, but they've gotten to a point they're
right.
like, okay, this is not me. Let's change it.
Mm,
And those are great people I love working with because they're just seeing their progress that they want to take their
mhm,
business to the next level with like branding and
mm,
marketing, and it's fun to see them light up when they're like, oh, I
mm.
look professional.
Well, and beyond the looking professional, it's so important that it actually converts. It actually brings
Exactly.
in because you can have a beautiful website. I have a beautiful website, right? My husband has a beautiful website, but they don't always convert like at least I think that they should,
Right.
right?
Right.
A beautiful
Yes.
website, it still has to be found, right? So talk
Exactly.
about that piece. That because I think that's a missing piece out
It
there. You get
is. It is.
all these marketing companies making all these promises. So you sign up for these programs and then crickets, you're like, okay,
Exactly.
what's the the magic secret sauce there?
So it's very important. You were talking about AI. These days, SEO is kind of moving kind of out of the way. It's important, but not that important anymore. But AEO and GEO, if you aren't playing in that sandbox, then it's not going to work. So that's all about Google finding you and putting it, making sure there's search phrases and words that if someone Googled you, they would find. And then GEO is chat, Claude, Gemini. How are people going to find you on there? Because they are going to pull you up. So you have to make sure that you really get get in that game, and that's where I I use AI to find that, but then that's the complicated, not complicated, but it's what takes the longest to make that copy so that it is relevant. And you have to make sure everything is on the back end set up so people will find you. And pretty websites don't sell.
Right. Well, they should be pretty, but right,
Well,
but that's
yeah,
not what
that
sells. So
exactly. That's not, yeah, that
what does that
wasn't my
stand
point.
for? Yeah.
Yes.
What does that
Um,
stand for? Because you say
so
geo
it
and
is,
what does that stand for?
I wish I could Google it right now. All I know is they're long words and but I know what they do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
All
like
right. That's an acronym for something. I
geographic.
not
Yeah. Yeah. I just know,
okay.
I just say that because I know GEO goes to AI and AEO goes to the Google and those search engines.
Okay. And is that not something that like that's something on that you have to add to your what you're doing
Yes.
on your website? Does it
Yes.
connect to your
So you have to
website?
make,
It's like
yeah, you have to make
porn.
sure that your copy is has those phrases in it, has those words in it,
Okay.
and really. dial in to have that balance because you don't want it to sound robotic. And
Right.
that is and there are some back end things that you need to put some code on, and um,
Okay.
there's some plugins, and I do everything on WordPress, and I could do
Okay.
it even faster if I was doing Wix, but Wix is not, it's getting better, but it's not great for SEO, and
Okay.
so WordPress is still the game, I
The
believe,
king. Yeah.
the
Okay.
game, like where you should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'm on Kajabi
Mhm.
for
Right.
Rosedale Publishing, but I'm
Yep.
because it's got all the built-in stuff, right?
Right.
But my husband's definitely hits a WordPress, and we've had different, over the years, um, WordPress and other things, but we really are firm believers in owning our own
Yes.
space, right?
Exactly.
So we pay for Kinsta to host it on
Mhm.
because we don't want
Right.
anybody to come along and go click and take
Exactly. And
away that,
security is
right?
so important. Now,
Uh,
is your
yes,
Kajabi site separate and then hooked up to Kajabi, or is it built in Kajabi?
it's built in Kajabi because it has a website
Okay.
builder in it. And I
Okay.
did pay
And
someone to create a theme
okay.
to lay in there so that it's pretty,
Right.
right? It's a pretty, you don't look
Right.
at it and go, oh, this is
Right.
obviously Kajabi because
Well,
it's
if you
pretty, it's
ever want
professional, but
a tip that I always tell
okay.
people, if you ever want to leave go high level in Kajabi, they own that site and you can't take it with you. You have to create
Yeah.
another site. And
Yeah.
I love both of those CRMs. But had to rebuild websites because of that.
Yeah, you don't get to take it with you, although my theme was built
Right,
off of Kajabi, and then the
right.
developer imported it, so I still
Love
have the
it.
theme elsewhere, right?
Yes.
If I ever
Love it.
decided to just leave Kajabi. I don't know what I would do for the other pieces, right? Because I have to have
Right,
for my business, I need the CRM piece, so
right.
there's likely
Well,
something
they're
that
code.
customers
There's
can use.
code. Yeah, there's code and plugins that connect them. And then Kajabi,
Oh,
they can go in and
gotcha.
put, yeah, they go in and you can put the code that hooks them up.
Okay, so then you're connecting your WordPress site to Kajabi. Is what you're
Exactly.
saying. Okay. Okay, but if
Exactly.
you
And Go
didn't
High Level, the same thing.
okay, but if you didn't wanna keep your go high level, could you ja do all the same things you still need to do with a WordPress only? What do you do for CRM? Customer
It's I mean, a lot of
management.
people don't have CRMs, but they go
Oh,
to any CRM is going to be able to hook up to WordPress. So,
okay,
and some people don't have CRMs and, they use but
okay.
and as you know, it's very important to have a CRM.
For me, it totally I right, my kind of
Yep.
business,
Me
but I suppose
too.
if you're a small, you know Uh, I don't know how I'd function without it because that's where I keep all my stuff, right? If I
Right.
need to go look up a
Exactly.
customer, I go log in and I go see, I can see everything from the beginning of
Exactly.
that customer's journey, and that has value to me. If you're a local plumber or a local, whatever, that might be
Right.
less. Now you still have
Right.
customers though, right? Still have to manage those people
Exactly.
somehow. So there's
Exactly. And
probably cheaper ways,
they do like
right?
Excel sheets and, things that aren't really efficient.
Well,
But,
yeah, no thanks.
yeah, they kind of, they get by, but then
So
they learn.
and then they hire someone. So if somebody said,
Right.
"Okay, I need a new website," so they could call you
Yep.
and you would start like at the beginning with their marketing message, right? Build them out a
Right.
website, and then would you help them then with that next piece, which is find a tool to manage their customers and hook that up for them? Like, do you
I
do all
have
those
partners.
pieces?
Yeah, I have. I
Oh,
have
okay.
like
They help with that?
I always say that I'm like an octopus and I have all these arms that go out and I have a team of people that I can point people to and then I work with them or
Okay.
they're trusted that I can refer them. They're not just, all of these emails that I get every day that are saying, I can help you with this and I can help you with that.
Right.
For me, it's all about referrals
Uh,
that it's
yeah,
my business is based on good
right.
referrals, so
Yeah, from people that you have worked with or right?
yep,
That's so important. I all
right.
the time I get people trying to sell me things. I'm like, yeah, or get me to refer them. Until I know you a little bit, I am
Yep,
not referring you because I am putting my name on that, right? I'm saying to this
exactly,
person, here's a good referral for you, and this person's going to take care of you like I would take care of you, right? So I have to
exactly.
believe that before I refer people for sure.
Oh, yes. Yep,
Okay.
it's true.
So they get the website up, and then do you manage because I know WordPress is one of those things that has plugins and like bits and pieces that you
Right,
have to pay attention. That's something that you
yes.
then monitor for them
I do
ongoing.
I do monitor it or I teach them, and they can call me up and I can, check on plugins if they need. A lot of people just want me to handle it. With my websites, I have a program that sits on top of WordPress that makes it easier. And it's like what you see is what you get instead of
Oh,
WordPress. It's all
okay.
these crazy boxes
Right.
and
Right.
I train them and I record it, and then I do a separate training with their website and go through everything, and then they can make the changes because so many of my clients they want to make the changes, but they know I'm always there, and some of them just get to the point where they're so busy they can't do it, and I'm like,
Right.
I'm here for you,
So they have that backup if they're I
always.
do like the WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get
Yep. Yep.
model because I am
Yes.
a dabbler myself, right? I like to get in there and like, "Oh, I don't like
Yep.
that phrasing right there, so I'm gonna pop in and because I'm a, word nerd, right? So I'm gonna change it to say this instead, or I'll, tweak some little thing and then color, right? Color's gotta be just right, so the color's off. I'm like, we need to fix that because I'm that kind of nerd, but most business people, right? Small business owners, they are not those people, right? They want someone who
Right.
can, you know, they can go from the field, right? Oh my gosh, my website's not, something's weird. What's wrong? And they
Yes.
want somebody to just hop in there and fix that for them or check on it or
Exactly.
whatever. So that's where you
Yeah,
come
I'm
in.
always there.
That's where you
Yeah,
come
that's
in.
where I come in and I totally take care of my clients and customer service is so important to me. And it's all about listening to your client, listening to their needs, giving them choices, not trying to a lot of people just, throw things on so they can bill more and, just letting my client know that they can trust me, which is very important.
Mm, super important. Okay. Now I saw when we were sending stuff back and forth, I saw you have a free giveaway. What's that about?
So the free giveaway is free gift from Holly, and it
Okay.
is so it's all about tips that you can do
Nice.
to upgrade your site, and that's that's what I do on a different level, like neuroscience and a lot of other things. But these are great tips that you can do yourself and get yourself up to another
Nice.
level.
Nice. Okay. And how do they get their hands on that?
So it's freegiftfromholly.com. Free gift from Holly.
freegiftfromholly.com. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And they just drop in their email and you're gonna shoot
Yep.
it over to
And then it just
their email? Or
automatically, it's all about automation. That's at CRM too.
sure.
And it just they give me their name and then it emails them immediately, or they can actually, I think this one you can download it immediately.
Download it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
And then
think
if
it either
they're like,
sends it to them or download it.
okay, nice, nice. And then they can uh, either go through and make some of those adjustments themselves, or if they're like, okay, this is like Greek to me, because it
Right,
can be, right? It
right,
can be.
exactly,
You look at it and go, I don't know what she's talking about. Then they can just reach out to you and have like a free consult
exactly.
with you and see if you
Exactly, and
guys
you can
are
call me
good
and I
fit.
do like a free 15-minute consult and kind of go over your site and
Nice.
give you an audit and kind of from the 3-second view that we only have 3 seconds, to grab
Hmm.
someone's attention, and so I give like a little audit on that system that I have.
Nice. I think for some that's enough to say, okay, I'm I need some help. Um,
Yes.
and then that free 15-minute or whatever, if you're like me,
Mhm.
I have like a 30-minute free that I do, but it turns into an hour sometimes
Right,
because I
right.
just want to help them be successful. So I want to
Yes,
give as much as I can in that time frame if I have it
exactly.
in my schedule, right? To
Right,
give, it
exactly.
could turn into an hour. Yeah, sometimes
Yep.
it turns into more
Mhm.
than an hour, but because I'm just trying to help that person, then that's where you can tell if you're a good fit, right? That's where that
Right,
connection's made where you can
exactly.
say, oh, here's that person that can help me, that I have enough of a rapport with, that I feel like I can trust, because
Yes.
we're definitely in a trust recession right now. People need
Oh my
to
god,
find people they can
yes.
trust to help
Yes, and
them.
it's all about asking questions. So, I
Mm,
ask a lot of
true.
questions that care and get to the bottom.
Sure. All right. Okay, we are out of time, but I wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be on the show and share with my viewers what it is you do. And hopefully, some people will call you and get some help from you. But thank you
Yeah,
so much for your
I am
time.
here. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be here.
For sure. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. So there you have it. Another amazing guest doing something really amazing in the world. And I just want to say thank you, of course, for joining me here every week to see what it is that I do and what I bring to the world. And of course, if you're interested in crafting your message for the world and building your influence for your business, ministry, cause, or brand with your own book, I want to invite you to hop on over to craftingyourmessage.com, which of course is my website, where you can have a look and see if we're a good fit. Maybe you're interested in the group coaching program, or maybe you want to work one on one to get your book done. Those options are well spelled out on the website. But if you're looking for just connecting to see if perhaps we're a good fit, either hop on my calendar, you can book it right off of my website, or you can go to thesavvyauthors.com, which there's a bunch of free resources that you can find over there. And that is specifically a faith based community for people who are looking to get their book out of their head and out to the world. So if you feel called to write your book, start at thesavvyauthors.com and connect with us over there. All right, we are out of time. I will see you guys same time next week.